following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
And Anderson is going to launch for three. It's good!
Now it's game time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome. We're live here at the Barnesville Sports Arena for this wrestling triangular between the DGF Rebels, the Crookston Pirates, and the Barnesville Trojans. In Duel 1, it's going to be the DGF Rebels taking on the Crookston Pirates. In Duel number 2, it'll be the Crookston Pirates taking on the Barnesville Trojans. And in Duel number 3, it'll be the DGF Rebels taking on the Barnesville Trojans. So once again, first up are the Rebels and the Pirates. As we get ready to go here, we're about, I'd say about 8-9 minutes away from the start. The band has been playing here today, and they've been playing some pretty good tunes. We heard Seven Nation Army. We've heard 8675309. We heard Lady Gaga's Bad Romance. Let's see what they're going to play right now. I have no idea. But as I get ready to pull up the stats here for these two teams, for the Crookston Pirates, they wrestle in 8A. They are 3-3 in section, 13-5 overall, and they come into this winning 2 in a row. For the DGF Rebels, they wrestle in 8AA, and they are 4-3 in section, 9-11 overall, and they come into this one losing 5 in a row. The Crookston wrestling team, as I mentioned, 13-5. They are 2-1 when they have away wrestling meets, and for the DGF Rebels, they are. Let's see if I can find the right button here. 9-11 overall, and they are 2-3 when they wrestle on the road. So, well, it should be an interesting one here. And then since we got some extra minutes, we'll just take a look at the Barnesville Trojans. 6-9 overall, 3-1 in Section 8A wrestling. When they are here at home, they wrestle 2-4. They actually have a better wrestling win-loss record when they are away on the road than they do here at home. Of course, of those 6 meetings here at home, this is only the third one that they've had in the Barnesville Sports Arena. The other 3 have been in the gym from last year due to some wrestling basketball conflicts, and they had to put one of them somewhere. So they chose to put basketball in the new gym and wrestling in the almost not quite as new gym now. Let's put it that way. So I want to say thanks to our sponsors, including Barnesville Senex, Ratzell's Pool Hall, Midwest Bank, Barnesville Booster Club, the Takedown Club, Pitchfork, Purple Goose, Four Hill Farms, Dean's Bulk Service, Willow Creek Insurance, Barnesville Drug and Hardware, Ball Green Construction, and Lee's Electric for bringing you broadcast coverage today of the Trojans, Pirates, and Rebels here in this wrestling triangular today here on Magnitude Sports. We are going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Help transform the Legion on Given Hearts Day on February 9th. The Barnesville Area Community Fund, along with the City of Barnesville, are raising funds to remodel the American Legion building into a community space in 2023. It'll be available for family events, meetings, birthday parties, wedding receptions, and much more. You can help. Make a financial gift between now and February 9th, and it'll be matched dollar for dollar up to $33,000 thanks to many of our wonderful Barnesville community sponsors. Giving Hearts Day on February 9th. Help transform the Legion. For more information or questions about Giving Hearts Day, contact the Barnesville Area Community Fund at 218-354-2154. The Trojan Takedown Club. It supports Barnesville wrestling on all levels, and it meets on the second Wednesday of each month at Ratzell's Pool Hall in Barnesville. You can support the Barnesville wrestling program by contacting anyone at the Trojan Takedown Club. Choose a bronze or a silver or even a gold sponsorship. If interested in a sponsorship, email TrojanTakedownClub@gmail.com. Do it today.
If you are a former or current Kindred High School student, you know the importance of Wednesday, February 8th. It's Dodgeball Day, and we'll have it live on Magnitude Sports. Will the B-Whip Beaters avenge a disappointing loss last year and win their second championship? Will Baby Yoda make a surprise guest appearance and go back-to-back? Or will SoCatoa begin their encore tour and add to their most impressive trophy case? Find out tomorrow, live on Magnitude Sports at 1:30 p.m. Snowball Week, Dodgeball at Kindred High School.
All right, welcome back here to the Barnesville Sports Arena as we get ready for the DGF Rebels and the Crookston Pirates. We have some JV matches up for you first here. And then I don't have any, well, actually, do I? Let me look at my sheet here. I don't think I have, I think I only have names for Barnesville JV. Let's take a look here just to be sure. Yeah, so we'll just do generic commentary on the JV matches because I don't have any JV rosters for the Rebels or the Pirates. So once we get to the varsity, though, we'll give you names of who's wrestling and all that good stuff. So you can see the DGF Rebels are kind of lined up to the left side of the mat. The Crookston Pirates to the, well, they're both off to the left side, so let's rephrase that. DGF to the left of the left side and the Pirates to the right of the left side of the mat there on your screen. The JV matches, I don't know if they're going to be played simultaneously as the varsity ones or not. I guess we'll find out as we go along. If they are separate, we'll send it over to the other mat. We only have one camera, and the JV is going to be on this match here, so we'll focus on the varsity, and when we get a chance to peek over to the junior varsity, we will certainly do so. And yeah, looking here, I only have JV wrestler names for Barnesville. So just some generic commentary on the Rebels and the Crookston Pirates JV matches if they are not played simultaneously with varsity, and if they are, then we will forego the JV coverage, and it'll be considered bonus coverage in the event that we're given an opportunity to do so here.
Between the DGF Rebels and the Crookston Pirates and your Barnesville Trojans, students, parents, teachers.
I want to say thanks to both of the coaches for the DGF Rebels as well as the Crookston Pirates for helping me out with some name pronunciations. And I think I got them all down. I'm pretty confident. And I'm always pumped up when I know how to say the names. It's just a small quirk of mine, like a pet peeve. If I don't know how to say the name, I'm pretty upset with myself. So.
Out of respect for the Barnesville School facility, we ask that all trash be placed in the nearest receptacle. Tonight's match is being played according to the rules of the Minnesota State High School League. These rules provide for fair competition among players. Barnesville High School encourages positive sportsmanship and behavior in our activities. Please encourage the players and coaches with positive comments and actions. What you do and say during the contest reflects on your team, your school, and your community. Enjoy the match by being a good sport. The officials for tonight's match are Kyle Hoisington and Alex Beering. These individuals are registered by the Minnesota State High School League. Officials play an important part in the contest. Without officials, we cannot have matches. We would ask that you continue to show your appreciation throughout the game by showing great sportsmanship. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask at this time that you are able to rise and move your headgear and face the nation's flag as the Barnesville Pep Band, under the direction of Mr. Eric Knudsen, plays our national anthem.
All right, nice job there by the band on the national anthem. And once again, the varsity matches on this mat, the junior varsity on that match. Junior varsity will be bonus coverage when the opportunity presents itself here, as the match, the JV and varsity, I've been informed, are going to be played or wrestled simultaneously here. So we'll focus on the varsity matches if that is indeed the case. So once again, DGF and Crookston will start it off for Duel 1. And then Duel 2 will be the Crookston Pirates and the Barnesville Trojans, and then the DGF Rebels will come back and wrestle the Barnesville Trojans in Duel 3. And we'll have all 3 duels of the triangular for you here.
For DGF is Caleb Kozen. And for Crookston, Gabriel Perala.
All right, and we are underway here. This is 106. Let's get this thing ready to go. All right, so it is Caleb Colson for the DGF Rebels and Gabriel Perala for the Crookston Pirates, wrestling right now here in the 106 weight class. 14 weight classes, that is until next year anyway, and then they will add an additional class, and there will be a total of 15 weight classes. And when they are indeed doing JV simultaneously with the varsity, so DGF and Crookston JV wrestling on the other match. And when the opportunity presents itself, we'll give you a sneak peek of some bonus coverage there. Just inside a minute to go here, and it is now a 2-0 lead and now a pin. Move to the 113 weight class here.
At 113 pounds for DGF is Gabe Schmitz. And for Crookston, Evan Trudeau.
Gabe Schmitz for DGF. Evan Trudeau for Crookston. So 2 points awarded there for, let's see which side of the scoreboard they're on. They're a little bit slow on adding the score up there. Oh, there it is now. Okay, so Crookston's the home team on the scoreboard in the gym, so that's where we'll put the 2 points, is over there. Minute 7 to go here, and looking for a potential pin to tie it up. It is six, I believe it's 6-0 DGF. And if it's not, we will correct that here. .32 seconds and counting to go now. .20 seconds to go here in the first period. Still 5-0 in favor of Evan Trudeau. And that will do it for period number 1. And we'll go to period number 2 now. With a 5-0 lead here for Evan Trudeau of the Crookston Pirates. They'll start in the neutral position here for period number 2. Gabe Schmitz for DGF trying to avoid getting taken down and doing a good job of it at this point in the match. Still no points here in period number 2 for either wrestler. All 5 scored by Trudeau in the first period. And there's a takedown. And that is 2 more points for Trudeau. And it's 7-0 now here in favor of Crookston. So I do have them on right now. So it is indeed 6-0 in favor of DGF overall. But right now, Trudeau has the 7-0 lead over Schmitz for Crookston. About 45 seconds to go here in the second period. Once again, 3 periods, and if needed, up to a maximum of 3 overtimes. Each period 2 minutes. First 2 overtimes a minute. The third overtime, if needed, 30 seconds. And does he get awarded for an escape there? He might. No, he will not. Thought he might, but the referee didn't award any points there. Looked pretty close. 15 seconds to go here in the second period. Five seconds. Still 7-0, and that will do it for period number 2. It remains 7-0. We'll move to period number 3, put 2 minutes onto the clock. And Trudeau will choose the down position here against Schmitz of DGF. Schmitz will lock in, and we're underway. Right now in the junior varsity, it's DGF winning that junior varsity match by the score of 3-2. 1 point awarded there for Trudeau. He's up 8-0 in the match now. And now he gets a takedown. And that'll be 2 more points for Trudeau, and he's up 10-0. Inside a minute and a half to go here in the third. We approach a minute now. It's still 10-0 in favor of Evan Trudeau of the Crookston Pirates, wrestling Gabe Schmidt of the DGF Rebels. .34 seconds to go now. It's still 10-0 in favor of Trudeau. Trudeau trying to flip the shoulders of Schmidt onto the mat. He's got about a half of a shoulder turn. The trick is to get that second one down and get it for the pin, and he has 14 seconds to try and do it. To get the full 6 points. Once again, it's inbounds as long as the entire body of both wrestlers are inside the white line. Or I meant to say some part of the body inside the white line. And that'll do it for period number 3. And the decision will go to Evan Trudeau. Here, he'll take the victory in the 113, and that'll put 4 points on the board here for the Crookston Pirates, and it's now 6-4. And we move on to the 120.
At 120 pounds for Dilworth Lindenfeld, it's Sam Schmitz. And for Crookston, Jerry Knudsen.
All right, Sam Schmitz. Let's try that again. Sam Schmitz for DGF. And wrestling for the Crookston Pirates now is Jaron Knutson. And that's out of bounds, so they'll reset inside here. Starting the neutral position. Still 0-0 here between Sam Schmitz and Jaron Knutson. Schmitz for DGF, Knutson for Crookston. Once again, we'll bring you all three duels of the triangular. Crookston will battle with Barnesville in the second. And in the third one, it'll be the DGF Rebels in Barnesville. And we'll bring all three of those live to you here on Magnitude Sports this evening. And also simulcasting this to the DGF YouTube channel for the Rebel fans watching. Cheering on their wrestlers. 2 points there for Sam Schmitz. And he leads right now with about 40 seconds to go here in the 120 match. And Schmitz looking to flip the shoulder there of Knutson. As long as some part of that body is inside the white circle, they are in bounds. He's got one. I think he might have one shoulder down, and or at least he did momentarily, but now flipping over to his stomach there is Knutson to avoid the potential pin. And now they'll come to a conclusion here on period number 1. So it's 2-0 in favor of Sam Schmitz here in the 120 match of Duel 1. Two minutes on the clock. Schmitz will choose the neutral position here with Knutson. And we're underway in period number 2. Schmitz looking for that takedown, and he got it. And they're out of bounds, so 4-point takedown there for Schmitz. Oops, I put the wrong should be 6-0 and it should be 6-4, so I'll stop the clock with 1:18 to go. 6-0, and that'll do it. So he'll get the pin.
At 126 pounds for Dilworth Linden Felton, Jacob Lumpke. And for Crookston, we have Gavin Fielding.
So DGF now leads 12-4. As we move into the 126-pound, it's Jacob Lupke for DGF. And for the Crookston Pirates, it's Gavin Luchney. Two points here for Lupke for DGF. So they lead in the match 12-4 right now over Crookston. One minute to go here in the period, and now 1 point awarded for an escape. And that makes it 2-1. .43 seconds to go here in the first. Going for the ankles and out of bounds. Stops the clock with 11 seconds to go here in the period. They'll start from the neutral position, and had another whistle over on the JV side that almost caught me off guard there. And that'll do it for period number 1. It's 2-1 in favor of Jacob Lupke of the DGF Rebels here over Gavin Luchny of the Crookston Pirates. So move on to 120 or period 2 of 126. .15 seconds in, still 2-1 in favor of Lupke of DGF. Luchny for Crookston, trying to get a takedown there. Hasn't quite completed it yet. Remains 2-1 as we approach a minute 15, and now a whistle. And we have some blood time. Some bonus coverage of JV here. I'm not sure who's wrestling, but right now it's 0-0 with 30 seconds to go in the first period of this particular match. And it looks like we are ready to go here with the resumption of this match, or at least we thought we were. Go back over to some bonus coverage of JV wrestling here as they continue to do the cleanup on the varsity mat. And now the medical staff wiping up the arm of Jacob Lupke. And now we can return to action here. Minute 10 and counting to go here in the second of the 126 match. And 2 points awarded there for DGF's Jacob Lupke. And now he leads 4-1 inside a minute to go here in the second period. This has been the closest match so far. The first few matches, one of the two dominated, and this one here has been rather tight up to this point. So 12 seconds to go here as Jacob Lupke for DGF will start on top. Here in the final 10 of period 2. And that'll do it. We'll move on to period 3, and it is Jacob Lupke of the DGF Rebels leading 4-1 over Gavin Luchny for the Crookston Pirates. And we're underway in period 3. Once again, if If Luchny for the Pirates can get 3 points and tie this thing up at 4, we'll have our first match that goes to overtime. Overtime periods, the first 2 are a minute, and if needed, the third one is 30 seconds. That's potentially dangerous, so they'll stop the clock and reset. Minute 42 to go here. Lupke will start up top. And 1 point for an escape there. And that makes it 4-2. As Luchny has cut the lead in half here on Lupke. That's almost identical names. They're just a different letter, a B instead of a C almost. In the middle part of their last names. They are spelled completely different, but if you wrote them out phonetically, it would be a B and a C, the difference in how you pronounce them. Inside a minute to go now here in the third. Luchny down 2 out of bounds, and they'll reset. .50 seconds to go. Luchny down 4-2 on Lupke. And out of bounds, and they'll reset again. Stops the clock with 40 seconds. 4-2 here. It's been a good one in the 126 class. And now Lupke, after getting his head caught in the legs of Luchny there, is trying to flip Lupke over. And now Luchny's trying to kind of cradle him up there, but the problem is his shoulders are above, like he's between his shoulders and the ground, so they weren't able to, and the referee would stop that and make him reset. 8 seconds to go. Down by 2 here in the third. Does he have one last trick up his sleeve here? And that'll do it. Lupke will win 4-2. As we go to the 132 weight class.
At 132 pounds for Dilworth, Linden, Felton is Alex Anderson. And for Crookston, Lucas Perala.
All right. So it's Alex Anderson for the DGF Rebels. And he is squaring off here against Lucas Perala for the Crookston Pirates. (15-4) now DGF leading overall here. So in 106, Gabe Perala won it via pin for. Oh, I'm sorry. No, he didn't. I had those mixed around. It was Evan Trudeau who won it in 113 for Crookston, and DGF has won 106, 120, and 126 so far. And now they win 132 as well.
At 138 pounds for Dilworth, Linden, Felton is Austin Linhart. Crookston is open. At 145 pounds for Dilworth, Linden, Felton is Camden Mustachia. And for Crookston, Ethan Bowman.
All right. Underway in the 145 match as Crookston is open in the 138. Automatic 6 points for DGF. They lead 27-4 as a result now. And here in the 145, it is Camden Mustachia for DGF, and for the Crookston Pirates, it is Ethan Bowman. So in 6 matches so far, 5 official and 1 open, it's DGF 5 and Crookston 1. And as a result, DGF has gathered up 27 points here as we reach about the midway point here through duel number 1. Duel number 2, of course, will be the Crookston Pirates and the Barnesville Trojans. Two points awarded here for Ethan Bowman just a moment ago. So he leads 2-0 now here over Mustachia. And once again, I want to say thanks to the coaches for DGF and Crookston for helping me out with some of those name pronunciations. Hopefully, I have not forgotten what I've been told. Our clock forgot to reset here. We got 20 seconds remaining in period 1 of the 145. It remains 2-0 in favor of Bowman now for the Pirates. Mustachia trying desperately to avoid the pin there. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that'll do it for period number 1. We'll go to period 2 now, with Bowman leading 2-0 over Mustachia of the DGF Rebels. Bowman will choose the down position here on Mustachia. Bowman taking a 5-0 lead, and now 2 points awarded there for Mustachia. So it's 5-2 now here with 1:35 to go in period 2 of 145. And 1 more point awarded here for Bowman. 6-2 now. And 2 more points for Bowman, and it's 8-2. Bowman looking for the pin here. Can he get it in the final minute of the second? He's close. Mustachia arching his back to avoid those shoulders from getting pinned, but I think he's done for. He is. He gets the pin with 47 seconds remaining here in the second period, and Bowman will win that one. And that'll be 6 more points, makes it 27-10 in favor of the DGF Rebels. So now Crookston has taken 2 of the 7 matches so far, and we move on to 152. Crookston's open at 152. So move on to 160.
At 160 pounds, from Illworth, Glenn Felton, Joey Renz. And for Crookston, Connor Coet.
All right, we're underway in 160, period number 1 here. And for the DGF Rebels, it is Joey Arends. And for the Crookston Pirates, it is Connor, let me find him here, or Carter, excuse me. Carter Coat. And now 2 points awarded here for Coat. And see, I gave the points to the wrong side on that open there. Let's get that fixed. (33-10) is the correct score. It's now 5-1. And now you can make it 7-1 here in favor of Carter Coat for the Crookston Pirates. And now you can make it 10-1. Now that I got done correcting the wrong buttons that I pushed. And we have some more blood time. So blood time here with about 28 seconds to go in the first. Let's get you some bonus coverage of JV here between DGF and Crookston. Once again, I don't have any rosters for the junior varsity, so maybe you know who they are, maybe you don't. I apologize, but bonus coverage of JV. There's 5 seconds left in this one. DGF has an 8-0 lead, and that one comes to a close with 4 seconds remaining. It looks like it was actually DGF versus Barnesville. And DGF took that one by the score of 8-0. And now another matchup here between the Rebels and the Trojans on the JV side, as we're still in blood time over on the varsity match with 28 seconds remaining in the first period of 160. So as while we wait, some bonus coverage of JV. All right, we'll return you back now here to the 160 varsity match. We're in period 1 with 28 seconds to go. It is a 10-1 lead for Carter Coat over Joey Arenz. .22 seconds left to go. Coat riding on top here of Arenz. Five seconds. Remains 10-1 in favor of Coat. And that will do it for period number 2, or period number 1, excuse me. Period number 2 is underway. And 1 point for an escape. Makes it an 11-1 lead here for Carter Coat of the Crookston Pirates. And now 2 points there for Joey Arenz on the takedown there of Coat. 11-3 with them just a little over 90 seconds to go here in the second. Once again, 3 periods, unless a pin or some other decision happens before. Overtime if needed. Wasn't sure if they'd stopped it there or not. They'll reset in the middle here. Arenz will start on top. And .113 to go here in the second. 11-3 in favor of Carter Coat for the Crookston Pirates over Joey Arenz for the DGF Rebels, wrestling in the 160, and there's a point for an escape for Coet, and it's now 12-3. Coet going for behind the knees in the takedown, and he will get 2 points for a takedown. It's now 14-3. 40 seconds to go here in period number 2. And that'll do it for period number 2. We'll go to period 3. (14-3) in favor of Carter Coet over Joey Arends right now as we enter the 3rd period. Coet will start on top. Minute 20 and counting to go here in the 3rd period. And Carter Coet with a commanding 14-3 lead here over Joey Arends in the 160. Minute 7 to go now. And 1 point awarded there for the escape. Makes it 14-4, and they're out of bounds. So they'll come back to the middle, start in a neutral position, and underway we are. 45 seconds to go. Coet looking for another takedown. Doesn't quite have it yet. And now he's awarded the points, and it makes it 16-4 in favor of Carter Coet. And 1 point for an escape there for Joey Arends. That's his 3rd escape of the match, and now we have a whistle and 2 more points. Oh, no, the whistle was on the JV match. My apologies. 10 seconds to go. (10-7) your final in favor of Carter Coet. That makes it 33-14 now.
And 170 pounds from Gilbert Linden Falcons, Thomas Tweed. Crookston is open.
All right, so 6 more points here for DGF as Thomas Tureen will get the victory in the open spot.
Gilbert Linden Felton is Jordan Summers. And Crookston's open. And 195, it's Hunter Knudsen for Crookston. Cole Julin for DGF.
All right, we're underway here in the 195 match. So a couple of opens there. Makes it 45-14 in favor of DGF as we head into the 195. It's Cole Julin for the DGF Rebels and for the Crookston Pirates is Isaiah Reyes. Still 0-0 here between Julian and Reyes. Inside a minute to go the first period. It's still deadlocked at 0 here between Cole Julin for the DGF Rebels and Isaiah Reyes for the Crookston Pirates. Julin being aggressive there, but Reyes being about as equally aggressive on the defensive side. Julin trying to lock up right behind the knees there of Reyes, but Reyes able to keep enough distance to make that happen. And now the two will break. It remains 0-0 as we go inside the final 15 seconds of this match here. Five seconds to go. Two will break, no points awarded. And that does it for period number one. We're tied at 0 between Cole Julin of the DGF Rebels and Isaiah Reyes of the Crookston Pirates after one period of play here in the 195 match. Move on to period number 2. And Cole Julin will start from the bottom position, and a caution now being issued to Reyes. Seconds to go, and still no points awarded here in 195. Nice duel here between Julin and Reyes. Julin for the DGF Rebels, Reyes for the Crookston Pirates. Minute 15 and counting. Will we get to period 3 with it still knotted up at goose eggs? We'll find out here in about a minute. Reyes trying to lock the arm and then right behind the neck there, and Reyes trying to figure something out to score some points here. Still 0-0 as we approach the 22nd mark to go here in period 2. Final 5 seconds. And that'll do it for period number 3. Still 0-0 here. And now 1 point has been awarded for Isaiah Reyes. Out of bounds, stops the clock with 1:50 to go. And Reyes and Julin will start from the neutral position here. 1-0 in favor of Isaiah Reyes of the Crookston Pirates. As both Julian and Reyes looking for an opportunity to lock up and make a move here. And at 12 and counting, still 1-0. Approach the final 40 seconds of this third period now. And Julian needs a point. He has 30 seconds to get 1 point or get a takedown for 2 points in the lead. Out of bounds with 23 seconds to go. Loretta, thanks for chiming in, asking if Jordan Summers has wrestled yet. He had a victory via an open right before the Julian Reyes match that you're watching now. So he hasn't officially locked up with an opponent. He won on an open slot there for Crookston in the 182 right before this one here. And that'll do it. It'll be a 1-0 win for Isaiah Reyes. And that will give 3 points here to the Crookston Pirates to make it 45-17. And now we move on to the 220. I believe they both have wrestlers here.
For Dilworth is Bryson Fisher. And for Crookston, Ethan Bull.
All right, we're underway here in the 220.
That was Hunter Knutsen's 100th win for Crookston.
So my apologies to the Crookston fans. It was actually Hunter Knutsen who wrestled in the 195 and won 1-0, and not Isaiah Reyes. So I made the correction on my score sheet here. And once again, my apologies. So Hunter Knutsen picks up the 1-0 win over Cole Julian for Crookston in the 195 match. About 55 seconds to go here in the first period of the 220. It is a 2-0 lead here for Ethan Bull of Crookston wrestling Bryce Fisher of DGF. Bull looking for a pin. And I think he just got it. And Bull will get the pin, and that'll be 6 points for Crookston to make it 45-23. You are welcome, Loretta. Appreciate you tuning in and watching.
Felton is open, and for Crookston, Riley Helgenson.
All right, so 285. DGF is open, and Riley Helgenson will get the victory via the open slot. And that'll put 6 more points on the board here for Crookston. That'll give us a final score of 45-29. So that wraps up duel number 1. To recap here, in the 106, it was Caleb Colson of DGF winning over Gabe Perala over Crookston to make it 6-0 via pin. In the 113, it was Evan Trudeau of Crookston getting the victory over Gabe Schmidt of DGF. And he got it in 3 periods by the score of 10-0. And at that point, it would be a 6-4 lead for DGF. Sam Schmitz would get a 6-0 victory in 3 periods over Jaron Knutson to make it 12-4 in favor of DGF in the 120. In the 126, it would be Jacob Lupke picking up a victory over Gavin Lusney, 4-2 in 3 periods to make it 15-4 in favor of DGF. In the 132, Alex Anderson would get a pin over Lucas Perala of the Crookston Pirates to make it 21-4 in favor of the Rebels. In the 138, it would be Austin Lenhart picking up a victory via an open slot for Crookston to make it 27-4. In the 145, it would be Ethan Bowman getting a pin over Camden Mustachia. Bowman gets the win for Crookston over Mustachia of DGF, and that made it 27-10 in favor of DGF. In the 152, Roy Rood of DGF gets a win via an open slot for Crookston to make it 33-10. In the 160, it was Joey Arenz wrestling Carter Coette, and Carter Coette would pick up the victory for the Crookston Pirates after 3 periods by the score of 10-7 to make it 33-14 in favor of DGF. In the 170, it was Thomas Tureen picking up a victory via an open slot for Crookston to make it 39-14 over in favor of DGF. In the 182, it was Jordan Summers getting a victory via an open slot for Crookston to make it 45-14 in favor of DGF. In the 195, it was Hunter Knutson picking up his 100th victory via a 1-0 victory after 3 periods over Cole Julin to make it 45-17 in favor of DGF. In the 220, it would be a pin for Ethan Bowl of the Crookston Pirates over Bryce Fisher of the DGF Rebels to make it 45-23. And then in the 285, Riley Helgeson of the Crookston Pirates gets the victory via an open slot for DGF, and that brings us to our final score of 45-29. Don't go anywhere. We have duel number 2 coming up between the Crookston Pirates and the Barnesville Trojans, and then duel number 3 will be the DGF Rebels and the Barnesville Trojans as well. So duel 1 complete, duel 2 coming up here. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back after we get things set for the second duel here in just a moment on the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. We will do the work. You sit back, kick back, and relax in your favorite chair with your favorite pop and bag of chips or a hot dog or a slice of pizza, whatever you're craving, and we'll bring you right back here in just a moment.
If you are a former or current Kindred High School student, you know the importance of Wednesday, February 8th. It's Dodgeball Day, and we'll have it live on Magnitude Sports. Will the B-Whip Beaters avenge a disappointing loss last year and win their second championship? Will Baby Yoda make a surprise guest appearance and go back-to-back? Or will SoCa begin their encore tour and add to their most impressive trophy case? Find out tomorrow, live on Magnitude Sports at 1:30 p.m. Snowball Week, Dodgeball at Kindred High School.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Cenex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook, give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Help transform the Legion on Given Hearts Day on February 9th. The Barnesville Area Community Fund, along with the City of Barnesville, are raising funds to remodel the American Legion building into a community space in 2023. It'll be available for family events, meetings, birthday parties, wedding receptions, and much more. You can help. Make a financial gift between now and February 9th, and it'll be matched dollar for dollar up to $33,000 thanks to many of our wonderful Barnesville community sponsors. Giving Hearts Day on February 9th. Help transform the Legion. For more information or questions about Giving Hearts Day, contact the Barnesville Area Community Fund at 218-354-2154.
Established in 1989, the charitable mission of the Barnesville Booster Club is to support local charities and organizations, especially those involving kids and youth. Learn more about the Barnesville Booster Club by following the Barnesville Booster Club Facebook page, where you can get more information on member drives, upcoming events, and more. You can also learn more by contacting the Barnesville High School office, and the Barnesville Booster Club can also be followed on Twitter. The Barnesville Booster Club wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. Go Trojans!
The Trojan Takedown Club. It supports Barnesville wrestling on all levels, and it meets on the second Wednesday of each month at Ratzel's Pool Hall in Barnesville. You can support the Barnesville Wrestling program by contacting anyone at the Trojan Takedown Club. Choose a bronze or a silver or even a gold sponsorship. If interested in the sponsorship, email trojantakedownclub@gmail.com. Do it today. The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963. Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today. Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your local Health Mart Pharmacy and Hardware Hank store in Barnesville. Open weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays until noon. Stop in at 117 Front Street. Get everything you need for your home. Smoke alarms, thermometers, Ethernet, coax cable, and maybe a little something for your kitchen. Baking goods, paper supplies, toasters, coffee pots, griddles, and stove and oven accessories. Don't forget that Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your Valspar Paint headquarters. Barnesville Drug and Hardware. Give them a like and follow on Facebook. Barnesville Drug and Hardware wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season.
Duel set it up near side. Lexi Ballgreen tipped, and it's a kill for Ballgreen. That pulls the Barnesville Trojans within a point. They get the serve back.
Quest works out the shotgun again. He's looking deep, and he's got a man with a little bit of room. It bounces off the back of the neck of a Barnesville Trojan, and it's intercepted. Gannon Ballgreen will get the deflected pass.
Intercepted on the deflection by number 6, Gannon Ballgreen.
Lee's Electric in Barnesville proudly cheers on the Trojans this sports season. As a featured business on the Barnesville City website, Lee's Electric can help you with your electrical needs and projects big or small. So when there's a blast, a straightaway center field, a lightning quick touchdown pass, a supercharged... All right, we will bring you back now here as we're ready to go on the 106 match. Get you the names here in just a moment. I got to scoot back over. And I got to get my sheet ready here for the 106. This is the Crookston Pirates taking on the Barnesville Trojans here.
The clock is on the east side of the gym. We can't figure out how to get one off, so one clock runs both boards. At 113 pounds for Barnesville, Henry Rott. And for Crookston, Evan Trudeau.
All right, it is Henry Rotz for Barnesville, and for Crookston, I got to flip it over here because they're on opposite sides of the printed paper. It is Evan Trudeau. So Trudeau will get the victory via pin. Chase Hawk getting the victory via pin in the 106. And now we move on to 120. And now we're all caught up and ready to go. At least I hope.
120 pounds for Barnesville, Tate Pana. And for Crookston, Jared Knudsen.
All right, for Crookston is Jaron Knudsen wrestling here at the 120. And for Barnesville, it is Tate Pana. So 6-6 here after two matches. All right. I'm ready. If you're ready, I'm ready. Thanks for bearing with me there as I got things squared away. Once again, Tate Pana for Barnesville and Jaron Knutson. So that will go out of bounds and they'll reset here. It is 0-0 between Pana and Knutson. And now 2 points are awarded here for Barnesville. Tate Pana. All right, 30 seconds to go here. 2-1 in favor of Tate Pana for Barnesville over Jaron Knutson of Crookston. There are no JV matches in progress right now. Five seconds to go here in the first period. As the two wrestlers continue to try and lock up. Yeah, we're underway here in period number 2 of the 113. This is actually the 120. 120. Reversal results in 2 points for Crookston. And a pin for Crookston. So Knutson will get the win via pin. And it's now 12-6 in favor of the Crookston Pirates.
At 126 for Barnesville, Quincy Morey. And for Crookston, Gavin Huey.
Gavin Luchny for Crookston at 126. And for Barnesville, I didn't catch the name. Let's see here. If somebody from Barnesville is watching and knows who's wrestling right now so I can write it down, please chime in on the chat. I got it right in front of me. As soon as you send the message, I'll see it immediately. Still 0-0 here in this matchup. Two points there for Crookston. It might be Quincy Morey wrestling for Barnesville, but don't quote me on that. Luchny looking for a pin, and he might have it. And he doesn't get it before the buzzer went, though, so we'll move to the second period. He was dangerously close to getting the pin there. And I am being told that it is indeed Quincy Morey wrestling. I want to say thanks to Holly for helping me out with that one. All right, it's written in. I feel much better now. So Luchny for Crookston and Morey for Barnesville. And right now, Luchny leads 4-0. Make that 6-0. Right now, Luchny trying to flip Morey over. He's got his arms locked up, and he's got one shoulder over, and now Morey trying to arch his back to keep those shoulders off the mat. Now he might have a chance here to make a move. But Luchny will regain control. And there's a pin. And that makes it 18-6 now in favor of Crookston, and then we move on to the 132.
At 132 pounds for Barnesville, Aiden Houck. Crookston is open.
All right, that makes it 18-12. Aiden Houck will pick up the victory via the open slot for Crookston.
And 138 pounds for Barnesville, Asher. And for Crookston, Lucas Peralta.
All right, it's Asher O'Brien for Barnesville and Lucas Perala here as we have about a minute to go in the, minute 7 to go here. It is 2-0 in favor of Asher O'Brien. Inside a minute to go now here in the first period of the 138 match. Remains 2-0 here at the moment as we close in on the final 15 seconds here of this match, of the first period of this match, I should say. O'Brien looking for a pin, and did he get it? Yes, he did. That ties us up at 18.
For Barnesville at 145, William Rott. And for Crookston, Ethan Bowman.
All right, we're in the 145 now. It's Will Rotz for Barnesville and Ethan Bowman. Let me double check that. Yeah, Ethan Bowman for Crookston. So far, every match except for one has been won via a pin. The only one not won by a pin was Aiden Hauk at 132. He won it via an open slot for Crookston. Every other match has been won via a pin. We're tied at 18 here between the Pirates and the Trojans. And now it is a 5-0 lead here for Crookston. Out of bounds, and I'll stop the clock with 56 ticks to go. Rotz will start from the down position. Bowman trying to roll Rotz over, and he's close. But Rotz will roll right through it and get back onto his chest. .30 seconds to go here in the first. Bowman trying to roll Rotz over again. Rotz has one of the shoulders down. He might have both. And he does have both. And it's another pin, this one going in favor of Ethan Bowman. And that makes it 24-18 in favor of Crookston.
At 152 pounds from Barnesville, Jack Martin. Crookston is open.
And for anybody wanting to get in on the Split the Pot, we'll be doing the drawing at the conclusion of this duel, so we can purchase your Split the Pot tickets out at the main entry door. Thank you.
All right, Jack Martin wins 152 via an open slot here for Crookston.
And for Crookston, Connor Couette.
Tied at 24 as we move into the 160. It's Hunter Belial for the Barnesville Trojans and Connor Couette for the Crookston Pirates. Two points awarded there for Couette. So we approach a minute to go here in the first of the 160 match. Couette looking for a pin here, and he's close, but no cigar, as they say. And now he gets the cigar. He probably doesn't in real life, but for the sake of the expression.
At 170 pounds for Barnesville is Cameron Halverson. Crookston is open. At 182 pounds for Barnesville is Austin Pender. And for Crookston, Hunter Knudsen.
All right, move on to 182 as Cameron Halverson will get the win via the open slot at 170 to tie it up at 30 here. And now it's Austin Pender for Barnesville, taking on, looking at the right roster here, Hunter Knudsen for Crookston. And Pender scores 2 to take a 2-0 lead. And now we're tied at 2, just when I went to reset it. I didn't have to reset it after all. Tied at 2, tied at 30, 1 minute to go here in the first of 182, and there's a pin. It is a pin for Hunter Knudsen, and that gives Crookston a 36-30 lead.
And 195 pounds for Barnesville, Johnny Robidoux. And for Crookston, Isaiah Elias.
All right. It is Isaiah Reyes for the Crookston Pirates, and it really is Isaiah Reyes this time, or Isaac Reyes. I was wrong last time, but it really is him this time. And then for Barnesville, it is Johnny Robidoux. And Robidoux will get the pin. That ties us at 36, moving into 220. Just 220 and 285 to go here.
At 220 pounds for Barnesville is Jordan Cole. And for Crookston, Ethan Bull.
All right, it's Ethan Bull for Crookston and Jordan Kroll for Barnesville. Tied at 36 here. It's been a fun one so far here in Duel 2, and Duel 2 has kind of cruised through with with 3 opens. We only had, we actually had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had 5 opens in Duel 1. We've only had 3 opens here in Duel 2, but I don't think any of these matches have gone to the 3rd period. Every match except for the opens has ended in a pin in either the 1st or 2nd period. And it's 2-1 now in favor of Ethan Bull for the Crookston Pirates. And apparently our clock stopped, so we have 1 minute to go as of right about now. So when that clock hits 31 seconds, the match will be over. Unless we get a chance to catch up. Still 2-1, and now out of bounds, they'll have to reset. And 2 points awarded there for Bull as well. 4-1. So they'll start from a neutral position, and they'll lock up. Bull going for the knees, and he'll get a 2-point take. Check that. He will, he will get a 2-point takedown. 6-2. Now make it 6-3. And now you can make it 8-4. They are racking up the points here. And 2 more points makes it 10-4 in favor of Ethan Bull. And about 3 seconds to go here, and that'll do it. We'll move on to the 2nd period with Ethan Bull leading 10-4 over Jordan Kroll. Bull will choose the up position here for the Pirates. And a caution is awarded, and or not awarded. I guess that's not the right word, but do we have some blood? Yeah, we do have some blood time here. Let's see. After all that, let's see. Am I caught up on points here? 10-4. No, we still need 6 more points for Barnesville. We're tied at 36 right now. As we move into the second period of the 2:20 between Ethan Bull and Jordan Kroll. And that'll be a point for Kroll on the escape. That cuts the lead in half down to 10-5. Nice job there by Kroll. We'll see if he can take the offensive now and get a couple points on a takedown or possibly here. Down 10-5. If this match doesn't end with a pin here in the second, it'll be the first match of all of them to reach the third period. Out of bounds. Stops the clock with 1:05 to go. They'll start in the neutral position here. 1:03 and counting. Jordan Kroll for Barnesville down 10-5 to Ethan Bull of Crookston. They'll separate and re-engage. And 2 points for a takedown there for Ethan Bull. Out of bounds with 31 seconds to go. 12-5 in favor of Ethan Bull, and they'll reset with Kroll in the down position. Bull will lock up, and we're underway. And that's a point for an escape there for Jordan Kroll. 12-6 now. 10 seconds to go in the second period, or just inside of it. And he went for it right at the buzzer. I don't think he's going to get it. No, he does not. It remains 12-6 as we go to period 3. Kroll will start in the up position for period 3. This is the first match of the duel that has gone to 3 periods. It's a 2-point takedown for Bull, makes it 14-6. And Kroll has some catching up to do. And now Bull's gonna go for a pin, and he got it. 42-36 as we move into 285.
Could I have all youth wrestlers? Youth wrestlers meet on the east end of the gym.
Wrestling for Barnesville at 285 is Tim Wells. For Crookston, Riley Helgeson.
Riley Helgeson for the Crookston Pirates at 285. Taking on Tim Wells, 0-0, 15 seconds into this one here. Tim Wells needs to win this one to end it in a draw. Or Helgeson would win it outright with any sort of win here at all. Whether it's a pin, decision, technical foul, and there's a takedown for Wells. He's going for the pin. And he got it. Tim Wells picks up the pin, and we're knotted up at 42. And that will do it. This one will end in a 42-42 draw. I'm not sure if there's any tiebreakers. That's one thing I did not learn from Mr. Jesse Grable. I might have to give him a chit-chat and find out how they figure that one out. So, so that'll end Duel 2. Duel 1 goes to the Crookston the DGF Rebels by the score of 45-29. And Duel 2 ends in a 42-42 draw, pending a possible tiebreaker that I'm unaware of. So, all right, so we'll get things set for matchup number 3 of this triangular. It'll be the DGF Rebels and the Barnesville Trojans. We'll get things reset here, and we'll take a break and be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
If you are a former or current Kindred High School student, you know the importance of Wednesday, February 8th. It's Dodgeball Day, and we'll have it live on Magnitude Sports. Will the B-Whip Beaters avenge a disappointing loss last year and win their second championship? Will Baby Yoda make a surprise guest appearance and go back-to-back? Or will SoCatoa begin their encore tour and add to their most impressive trophy case? Find out tomorrow, live on Magnitude Sports at 1:30 p.m. Snowball Week, Dodgeball at Kindred High School.
Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook, give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Cenex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
Help transform the Legion on Given Hearts Day on February 9th. The Barnesville Area Community Fund, along with the City of Barnesville, are raising funds to remodel the American Legion building into a community space in 2023. It'll be available for family events, meetings, birthday parties, wedding receptions, and much more. You can help. Make a financial gift between now and February 9th, and it'll be matched dollar for dollar up to $33,000 thanks to many of our wonderful Barnesville community sponsors. Giving Hearts Day on February 9th. Help transform the Legion. For more information or questions about Giving Hearts Day, contact the Barnesville Area Community Fund at 218-354-2154. The Trojan Takedown Club. It supports Barnesville wrestling on all levels, and it meets on the second Wednesday of each month at Ratzel's Pool Hall in Barnesville. You can support the Barnesville Wrestling program by contacting anyone at the Trojan Takedown Club. Choose a bronze or a silver or even a gold sponsorship. If interested in a sponsorship, email trojantakedownclub@gmail.com. Do it today.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963. Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today. Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your local Health Mart pharmacy and hardware Hank store in Barnesville. Open weekdays 8:30 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays until noon. Stop in at 117 Front Street and get your family prepared for winter. All the essentials: shovels, sleds for the kids, furnace filters, boots, gloves, ice melt, and get free delivery when you purchase 10 or more bags. Don't forget, Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your Valspur Paint headquarters. Barnesville Drug and Hardware. Give them a like and follow on Facebook. Barnesville Drug and Hardware wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. Lee's Electric in Barnesville proudly cheers on the Trojans this sports season. As a featured business on the Barnesville City website, Lee's Electric can help you with your electrical needs and projects, big or small. So when there's a blast to straightaway center field, a lightning quick touchdown pass, a supercharged ace serve, or that electric layup drive in the baseline, whenever you see an electric play in the game, think Lee's Electric. Let's go Trojans.
Duel set it up near side. Lexi Ballgreen tipped, and it's a kill for Ballgreen. That pulls the Barnesville Trojans within a point. They get the serve back.
Quest works out the shotgun again. He's looking deep, and he's got a man with a little bit of room. It bounces off the back of the neck of a Barnesville Trojan, and it's intercepted. Gannon Ballgreen will get the deflected pass.
Intercepted on the deflection by number 6, Gannon Ballgreen.
The following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
All right, that's not the button I meant to push, but we are back now here with the third and final duel here of the triangular here between Barnesville, Crookston, and DGF. Crookston going 1-1. Or no, they're going 0-2 actually. And DGF won against Crookston 45-29 in the first duel. The PA announcer said that Barnesville won that 42-42 draw, and he also said how they won it, but I wasn't paying attention as I was setting up the third matchup. So I sent out a text to find out how, and I'm waiting for a response to that text. And as soon as I get a response, I will let you know how they won it. But Barnesville and Crookston tying 42-42, and Barnesville wins on some sort of tiebreaker that I'm hoping to get confirmation on here in a moment. But the only thing I can confirm is that Barnesville won. I just don't know how, because I was doing so much and trying to pay attention as well, and I wasn't able to pay attention to the how they won part. So.
Congratulations. At 106 pounds, for Barnesville, Chase Hope. And for DGF, Caleb Kozin.
And we're underway with the first match of the duel here between the DGF Rebels and the Barnesville Trojans. Caleb Kozin wrestling for the Rebels. And Chase Hauk wrestling for the Barnesville Trojans. Kozin won his match against Gabe Perala of Crookston via a pin back in the first duel. And Chase Hauk won his 106 matchup against Crookston. Still no points here as we go to... Okay, now they flipped the scoreboard on me. I was looking at the other scoreboard. 124, that's not quite where we're at. We're at 120 to go now. One minute to go here in the first period. It is a 2-0 lead for Caleb Kozin. .35 seconds to go here in period one. Referee kind of in my way. I can't really see what's happening. There we go. Now I get a little glimpse of it. Kozin, did he get the pin? He did. He got it on Hauk, and that gives the Rebels a 6-0 lead. As we move on to 113.
At 113 pounds, Barnesville is open. And for Billwood Clinton County, is Gabe Schmitz. And 120 pounds, Barnesville is open. And DGF has Sam Schmitz. And 126 pounds for Barnesville is Quincy Morey. And for DGF is Jacob Lumpke.
All right. We couple opens in 113 and 120 gives DGF an 18-0 lead here. As we move to 126, and for Barnesville, it is hang on, Quincy Morey. And then we got Jacob Lupke for the DGF Rebels. Minute 23 and counting to go here in the first period of the 126 match. It's duel 3 of the triangular. And 2 points awarded there for a takedown for Jacob Lupke of the Rebels. Minute 5 to go now. Lupke has position on Morey right now. He had one shoulder down. He's trying to flip him to get two, and now Morey flips back over to his chest, and 2 more points there for Lupke. $5-0 now in favor of Lupke for the DGF Rebels. And they ruled him out of bounds, so I'll stop the clock here with 22 seconds. Now they got both scoreboards running. And that's cool because I've been used to looking at that one scoreboard all day today, and then they turn it off and flip to the other one and throw me off guard here. Lukey looking for another takedown. He leads 5-0 here at the moment. He's not going to get it. Nice job there by Morey to avoid that, but Morey in a little bit of trouble as Lukey trying to flip that other shoulder down. And he will not get it down before the end of the period. We'll move on to the second. And it's a 5-0 lead after one here for Jacob Lukey over Quincy Morey of Barnesville. So Gabe Schmitz and Sam Schmitz getting the wins in 113 and 120 via the open slots for Barnesville. And that gives them the 18-0 lead right now. And now Morey and Lukey will start in the neutral position here for period number 2. Lukey going for the ankles there and trying to get that takedown on Morey. Morey keeping his balance with that right hand. And now Lukey grabs the foot. And not a clean takedown. And now 2 points are awarded here for Lukey. That makes it 8-0. Or 3 points were awarded, excuse me. It makes it 8-0. Minute 17 and counting. And 3 points awarded there for Lukey again. And he takes an 11-0 lead as the wrestlers move out of bounds. And it's been all Lukey here in this one. Once again, I want to say thanks to the coaches for Crookston and DGF for helping me out with some of the name pronunciations. As Lukey will start in the up position here. Coming up here after this one, we'll recap all 3 duels for you. Let you know who won and how and all that good stuff. Take a look at the upcoming schedule. Don't forget tomorrow at 1:30 in the afternoon. That's a Wednesday. We will have the second annual broadcast of the 2023 Kindred Dodgeball Tournament. It was fun last year, and Eric and Josh will be on the call for that dodgeball tournament, and Eric's absolutely awesome. Like, if you were to tune into that dodgeball tournament tomorrow and listen to Eric call dodgeball, you'd think you're watching ESPN. He is super good at it, and hopefully he's not listening right now and I'm setting the bar too high for him, but he was super awesome at it last year. So expect some super awesomeness from Eric and Josh this year on the dodgeball tournament from Kindred. That's 1:30 tomorrow here on Magnitude Sports. Start the third period. It's 11-0 in favor of Jacob Lukey of the Dilworth Glendon Felton Rebels over Quincy Morey of the Barnesville Trojans. I believe we have a triple header for you tomorrow. A couple of basketball games about to get underway here probably in the next 10 to 15 minutes here on Magnitude Sports. The Perham Yellow Jackets are taking on the Bemidji Lumberjacks. Jason and Lance have the call on that one tonight, and also over in Kindred, a Region 1 rivalry. It doesn't matter what the win-loss record is when the Kindred Vikings and the Central Cass Squirrels get together. That is a rivalry, and both teams will play their hearts out to try and win that one. And that should be a good matchup. Josh and Nick will have the call on the Vikings and Squirrels. And with a very speedy duel number 2, we might get close to done with this one before basketball tips off. Basketball about 39 minutes away from tip-off. I would believe that the Perham pregame show will start here in about 9 to 10 minutes. And the Kindred pregame show starting probably about 10 to 15 minutes after the Perham pregame show starts. 15 seconds to go here in the 126, excuse me, between Quincy Maury of Barnesville and Jacob Lukey of the Dilworth Glendon Fountain Rebels. 2 more points there for Lukey. Now takes a 13-0 lead, and he will win it. So 4 points for the 13-0 ring.
132 pounds is Aiden Houck. TJ Fuller for DGF.
I don't have the DGF guy on my roster, but I believe the PA announcer said TJ Fourth. If that's incorrect, feel free to chime in on the chat and tell me who it is, and I will be sure to make the proper adjustments here. 2 points for the takedown there for Aiden Houck. And Barnesville takes a 2-0 lead here in the 132 match. TJ Fuller, there we go. Thank you very much, Madison. I appreciate that. We have about 37 seconds to go here in the first. It is a 2-0 lead for Aiden Houck of the Barnesville Trojans. So we approach 20 seconds to go. And that'll do it for period 1. We'll move ahead to period 2 now and reset the clock for 2 minutes. It's 2-0 after 1 in favor of Aiden Houck. And Houck will choose the down position here to open period 2. We're underway in period. Well, no, we're not underway. Caution delivered there. And now we're underway. And Houck gets a point for an escape. 3-0 now, Aiden Houck. As Houck and Fuller look to lock up again here. And out of bounds. Stops the clock with 1:40. And they will start from the neutral position now. Fuller trying to get that takedown, but Houck doing his best to avoid it. Houck kind of has a riding position on top now, as best as I can see from the official, who's at the moment blocking my view. Lean to the right a little bit. There we go. Now I can see it. I believe Houck might, well, he may have had it at the moment, and now he might be getting it again here, and they're going to whistle it out of bounds. So remains 3-0 here with a minute. I forgot to, our clock got off. Apparently I hit stop and it started, or vice versa. So we have 40 seconds to go here in the second period. Remains 3-0 in favor of Aiden Houck. And 2 more points for Houck. Takes a 5-0 lead now. And that'll do it for period number 2. So we'll go to period number 3 now. And they'll start in the neutral position for period 3. Out of bounds. They'll reset. And start from the neutral position. 1:42 and counting to go here. They forgot to start the clock. The clock in the gym is stuck at 1:43. I don't know how much time's left. The clock hasn't started. It's somewhere under a minute 30, I would presume. Tried to get their attention. There, now they started it. So we'll see where we're at. They're going to go over and discuss where the clock should be set at. My guess is it's somewhere in that 50-second range. And that is exactly what they're talking about right now. I'm going to guess somewhere in that 50-second area. We'll stop our clock at 55 and see how close I was at. Okay, they're going to set the clock at exactly 1 minute. So I was only off by about 10 seconds on my guess there. It's 6-0 now in favor of Aiden Houck. And they are going to check up here on TJ Fuller. Apparently he has a scratch or something, and they need to give him some repairs there. Once again, in the duel so far today, in the first duel, DGF defeated Crookston 45-29. And in the second duel, Barnesville wins on tiebreakers on a 42-42 score. So with 54 as of right now, 54 seconds and counting. And 2 points there for a takedown makes it 8-0 in favor of Aiden Houck. And Houck, with 40 seconds to go, has 35 to get a pin, or possibly 4 points if he doesn't get a pin. And now DGF in the lead, 22-0, and the Trojans looking to get on the board here. And so far, so good for Aiden Houck. Leading 8-0. Oh, can Fuller get him all? Fuller had a 1.5 shoulders down with about 15 seconds left there. And they'll go for the ankles out of bounds. They'll stop the clock with 7 seconds to go. So Houck avoiding disaster there, as Fuller nearly had a pin there in the closing seconds. They'll start from the neutral position, and that'll do it. Aiden Hawk will win this one 8-0. And that will earn his team 3 points. And we move to 138 now.
At 138 pounds for Barnesville is Asher O'Brien. And for DGF is Austin Lenhart.
So it's 22-3 now, as it's Asher O'Brien for the Barnesville Trojans taking on DGF's Austin Lenhart. So Austin Lenhart for DGF and Asher O'Brien for Barnesville in the 138. And I think 2 points are awarded there for Lenhart. .1 minute to go now here in the first of the 138. And he's going to be close to a pin. He got it. A pin at the 51-second mark for Austin Lenhart. And that makes it 28-3 in favor of DGF. So now we go to 145, and it looks like DGF will send somebody out at the 145 spot.
Wrestling 145 for Barnesville is Will Lott. And for DGF, Camden Mastacia.
All right, it's Cameron Mastacia for DGF. Spelled almost how it's pronounced. M-A-S-U-T-A-T-C-H-I-A. Camden Mastacia. And for Barnesville, it is Will Rotz. Out of bounds. Stops the clock with 1:19. Rotz will choose the down position here. And we're underway. 1:17 and counting. And a point there for Rotz. And it's now 2-1 in favor of Mastacia. Mastacia lost his match against Crookston's Ethan Bowman via pin. Will Rotz lost his match against Ethan Bowman of Crookston via pin as well. So these two looking for their first win today between Will Rotz and Camden Mastacia. It's 2-1 right now in favor of Mastacia. And 2 points there for Mastacia. It's 4-1 now. Mastacia looking for a pin. He has one shoulder down. Now he has two. Now he has one. Rotz trying to wiggle his way out of that one. And a pin. Mastacia wins via pin, and that makes it 34-3 in favor of DGF. And that'll move us to 152.
And 152 pounds for Barnesville, Hunter Bliley. And And for DGF, Roy Rood.
It's Roy Rood. For the DGF Rebels. And they're going to stop it there. As they're going to go to the neutral position. I was looking down for a second, but I believe that could have been a potentially dangerous, and that's why they whistled it dead. Still 0-0 here between Hunter Biley and Roy Rood for the DGF Rebels and Biley for the Trojans. All right, so Barnesville won their 42-42 draw over Crookston via forfeits from Crookston. Crookston had 3 opens, and Barnesville had every slot filled. So Barnesville wins on the forfeit/open tiebreaker over Crookston. And I want to thank Jesse for letting me know what I misheard earlier. 2-0 here. As I was explaining that there, Roy Rood was able to pick up a couple points. As we close in on the end of the first. Two nothing after 1 here in favor of Roy Rood. Biley looking to hook those legs. Roy Rood doing a good job of keeping his balance. They're going to whistle it out of bounds. And 2 points there for Roy Rood. Makes it 4-0 in favor of the DGF Rebels. As we approach the 1 minute mark of the second period here. Still 4-0 in favor of Roy Rood for DGF. And now Rood trying to flip the shoulders of Biley. And he's going to be close. He might have him. No call yet. Biley still with one of those shoulders off the ground. There's the pin. That makes it 40-3 on the pin by Roy Rood in favor of the DGF Rebels. And we move on to 160.
At 170 pounds for Barnesville, Cameron Halverson. And for DGF, Joey Renz.
All right. 160 pounds. It's Cameron Halverson for Barnesville. And Joey Arends for DGF. Four of the 8 matches so far have been won by pin. This is match number 9 at the 160 in the third duel of the triangular here between the Trojans, Rebels, and Pirates. DGF Rebels won their matchup with Crookston 45-29. We'll go over all the individual results here after the conclusion of duel number 3 here. So that'll be our post-match report. We'll tell you who won and how in every single match in all 3 duels. So if you're wondering how your favorite wrestler did, stay tuned and we'll tell you here after the conclusion of this. Halverson leads 2-0, looking for a possible pin here on Arends. He's close. Arends able to keep one shoulder up, at least for the moment. Halverson working. Arends able to avoid it for now, and then he gets the pin. Cameron Halverson wins, and that makes it 40-9 in favor of DGF. And we move on to 170.
At 170 pounds for Barnesville is Austin Pender. And for DGF, Thomas Tureen.
All right, here at 170, it's Austin Pender for the Barnesville Trojans, squaring off against Thomas Tureen for the DGF Rebels. And 2 points awarded there for Tureen as he pushes Pender towards that boundary mark. Ideally, if any part of the body stays inside the white, they are in bounds, but in this particular duel, the referees, with 2 referees, they have been ruling it out of bounds with 1 foot out and 1 foot in, so on a couple of occasions. And that will be ruled out of bounds, no question on that one. So Pender will go down as Tureen will start on top. Pender escaping a near pin there. And two points awarded to Tureen and 1 point awarded to Pender. So it's 4-1 now in favor of Thomas Tureen for the DGF Rebels. Make that 6-1. $20 seconds to go here in the first. Pender trying to go after the feet there of Tureen, but now end the first period. We'll move to the second. Pender will start on top here as Tureen will go to the down position. 6-2 in favor of Thomas Tureen for the Dilworth Glendon Felton Rebels. Tureen trying to get Pender off his back, but Pender has a nice lock on Tureen at the moment. And Tureen doing a great job of preventing Pender from flipping him over. Pender will work some more up on top here. Minute 5 and counting to go here. Second period at 6-2 in favor of Thomas Tureen of the DGF Rebels over Austin Pender of the Barnesville Trojans. Inside a minute to go now. Pender trying to get to his feet. 1 point awarded there for Tureen, makes it 7-2. And Tureen's gonna get a takedown here. 2 more points, makes it 9-2. And a pin. A pin for Thomas Tureen makes it 46-9 in favor of the DGF Rebels. And we move on to 182.
And 182 Barnesville is open. And Cole Jewel for DGF.
All right, so Cole, hang on 1 second here.
Jordan Summers for DGF.
All right, Jordan Summers wrestling for DGF here at the 195 spot. And it's Johnny Robidoux for Barnesville. So Cole Julin gets the win via the open slot in 182 for Barnesville, and that makes it 52-9 in favor of DGF. And now Johnny Robidoux for Barnesville and Jordan Summers for DGF. Summers gets 2. Summers, a star running back for the Rebels football team that came up a little bit short in the state championship game this year, and what a run it was for that Rebels football team this year. Of course, Barnesville made it to their state championship game and won it, so both Barnesville and DGF, both of these wrestlers wrestling right now played on those state championship football teams. Robidoux comes out on top in football. We'll see if he can come out on top over Summers here in wrestling or not. Right now, he's down 2-0 to Jordan Summers. And a pin. And Jordan Summers will win via pin. And that makes it 58-9 as we move on to 220.
.220 pounds from Barnesville, Jordan Kroll. And for DGF, Bryce Fisher. That was Jordan Summers' 100th win for DGF.
Congratulations to Jordan Summers picking up his 100th win over Johnny Robidoux via pin in the 195 match. We've had a couple 100 match winners here today now. It's Jordan Kroll for the Barnesville Trojans taking on Bryce Fisher for the Dilworth Glendon Felton Rebels. Kroll lost his match via pin to Ethan Bull against Crookston. And Bryce Fisher lost his match to Ethan Bull as well via pin. So Ethan Bull has defeated both of these people wrestling right now. Bryce Fisher for DGF and Jordan Kroll for Barnesville. And Kroll's gonna get a takedown. 2-0 Barnesville via the takedown by Kroll. Crow riding on top, trying to lock those arms and get him in a position to flip him over. And at the moment, Bryce Fisher hanging strong there and avoiding that. Crow tried to flip him over, kind of lost his grip there. And now he will flip him over, and ooh, man, I thought if that would have lasted any longer, they might have whistled that. His head was bent in a really bad angle there. And stops with 2 seconds to go. I think it was a stalling call. I'm not sure, though. And will he get any points for that before the buzzer? That's the question. And I believe the answer is no. 58-9, and a 2-0 lead here for Jordan Kroll here in the 2:20. Second to last match. After this, we'll have 2:85, and then we'll head into our post-match report after that. And 1 point for Kroll. 3-0. Here, 15 seconds into the second period. Still plenty of time for Fisher to get back in this one here against Kroll. One minute to go now. Say lock up again. Still 3-0 in favor of Jordan Kroll for Barnesville over Bryce Fisher for the DGF Rebels. And they'll separate and lock up again here. 45 seconds to go now here in the second period. Approaching 20 seconds to go. And he'll take him down out of bounds. That's 2 points for Bryce Fisher. And now it's a 3-2 match here. Fisher's feet still in bounds as the buzzer goes off, and we'll head to the third. Fisher will choose the down position here. And we're underway in period 3. 3-2 in favor of Jordan Kroll. Can Fisher get a takedown? And he does, and he takes the lead. It's 4-3 now. 5-3, make it 7-3. He's racking up the points nonstop here. Got 2 for a takedown. And then 4 more. I think 1 point possibly for a reversal, and then I'm not exactly sure how they award those points. I was looking down for a second. And now 3 more points here for Bryce Fisher. And after being down in the first 2 periods, Fisher has taken a commanding lead here over Jordan Kroll. Kroll has 1:17 to work with here and try and fight back in this one. And Kroll nearly got a takedown. Fisher battling. He's got Kroll on his back. 50 seconds to go. .35 seconds to go. Can Kroll hang on here and avoid a pin? No, he cannot. Fisher wins via pin, and that makes it 64-9 in favor of the DGF Rebels. And we have one more match here at the 285 mark.
At 285 pounds from Barnesville is Tim Wells. DGF is open.
All right, so an open win for Tim Wells at 285 brings us to the final score of 64-15 in favor of the DGF Rebels here in duel number 3. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a short timeout, and then we'll come back in about 60 to 90 seconds here and go through all the individual results for all 3. So if you're wondering how your favorite wrestler did, stick with us. I'm about to tell you all the results here in just a moment.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Cenex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook, give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town. Help transform the Legion on Given Hearts Day on February 9th. The Barnesville Area Community Fund, along with the City of Barnesville, are raising funds to remodel the American Legion building into a community space in 2023. It'll be available for family events, meetings, birthday parties, wedding receptions, and much more. You can help. Make a financial gift between now and February 9th, and it'll be matched dollar for dollar up to $33,000 thanks to many of our wonderful Barnesville community sponsors. Giving Hearts Day on February 9th. Help transform the Legion. For more information or questions about Giving Hearts Day, contact the Barnesville Area Community Fund at 218-354-2154. All right, welcome back as they get ready to take down the mats here at the Barnesville Sports Arena. DGF wins the triangular. Barnesville comes in second. Crookston comes in third here in today's triangular. DGF a perfect 2-0. Barnesville 1-1. Crookston 0-2. And let's see how this all went down. Let's go back to the first duel, which was between the DGF Rebels and the Crookston Pirates. And in the 106, it'd be Caleb Clausen getting a win via pin over Gabe Perala to make it 6-0 in favor of DGF. In the 113 weight class, it was Evan Trudeau of the Crookston Pirates getting a 3-period win by the score of 10-0 over Gabe Schmitz of the DGF Rebels. And that put Crookston on the board, but DGF still led 6-4 at that point. Moving on to 120, Sam Schmitz would get a 6-0 victory in 3 periods over Jaron Knudsen to give DGF a 12-4 lead. In the 126 weight class, it was Jacob Lupke of the DGF Rebels picking up a 4-2 win over Gavin Luchny of the Crookston Pirates in 3 periods to put DGF up 15-4. In the 132 weight class, it was Alex Anderson of the DGF Rebels getting a win via pin over Lucas Perala, and that put DGF up 21-4 after the first 5 matches of that first duel. In match number 6, I'm going to quickly make some very quick notes here. So after 5 matches, it was 21-4 DGF. In match number 6, the 138 match, it was Austin Lenhart of the DGF Rebels picking up a victory via an open slot for Crookston to make it 27-4 over the Pirates in favor of DGF. In the 7th match, 145, it was Ethan Bowman picking up a victory over Camden Mustacia via pin to make it 27-10 in favor of DGF. Roy Rood would get a victory in the 152 match via an open spot for Crookston to make it 33-10 in favor of DGF. Carter Coette would get a 10-7 win over Joey Arenz of the Rebels in 3 periods, and that would pull Crookston within 33-14 after 9 matches. In match number 10 at the 170 weight class, it was Thomas Tureen for DGF getting the victory over via an open slot for Crookston, and that moved DGF ahead 39-14. In the 182 match, which was match 11, it would be Jordan Summers picking up the victory via an open spot for Crookston to make it 45-14 in favor of DGF. In the 12th match at 195, it was Hunter Knutson getting a 1-0 victory in 3 periods over Cole Julin of the DGF Rebels, and that victory for Hunter Knutson would be his 100th victory, and that would pull Crookston to within 45-17. In the 13th match, in the 220, it was Ethan Bull getting a pin over Bryce Fisher of the Rebels to make it 45-23, still in favor of DGF. And then in the 14th match, the 285, Riley Helgenson of the Crookston Pirates would pick up a victory via an open spot for DGF. And your final score in Duel 1 would be the Dilworth Glendon Felton Rebels 45 and the Crookston Pirates 29. We take a short break and come back for Duel number 2 between the Crookston Pirates and the Barnesville Trojans. And it would be Chase Hauk getting a win via pin. I believe it was over Gabe Perala, but I forgot to write the wrestler's name down in my stat sheet here for Crookston, so I apologize if it was not Gabe Perala. But Chase Hauk for Barnesville getting the win in the 106 to make it 6-0 in favor of Barnesville. And then in the 113 in match number 2, it was Evan Trudeau getting a pin over Henry Rotz to tie it at 6-6. In the 120 match, match number 3, it was Jaron Knudsen of the Crookston Pirates getting a pin over Tate Pana to give Crookston a 12-6 lead. In the 4th match at 126, it was Gavin Luchny for the Crookston Pirates getting a win over Quinton Morey via pin to make it 18-6 in favor of the Crookston Pirates. In match number 5, it was the 132. It would be Aiden Hauk getting a victory via an open slot for Crookston, and that would pull Barnesville within 6 at 18-12. In match number 6 in the 138 weight class, it was Asher O'Brien getting a first period pin over Lucas Perala for the Crookston Pirates to tie it at 18. And then in match number 7, it was 145, Ethan Bowman of the Crookston Pirates getting a pin over Will Rotz of Barnesville to give Crookston the lead back at 24-18. Jack Martin would get a victory for Barnesville and tie it back up at 24 via an open spot for Crookston at the 152 for match number 8. And then moving ahead to match number 9, it was Connor Couette getting a pin over Hunter Biley to give Crookston a 30-24 lead after 9 matches. We'd move ahead to the 10th match, 170, Cameron Halverson getting a win via an open spot for Crookston, and that would tie the match at 30-30. Move ahead to match number 11, the 182 weight class. It was Hunter Knudsen for Crookston getting a win over Austin Pender of Barnesville via pin to give Crookston the lead at 36-30. Move ahead to match 12 at the 195 weight class. It was Johnny Robidoux getting a pin over Isaac Reyes of the Crookston Pirates, and Johnny Robidoux would get the win and to tie it at 36. We'd move ahead to match 13. It'd be 220 weight class. Ethan Bull, who went undefeated today, getting a win over Jordan Kroll to give Crookston a 42-36 lead heading into the final match of Duel 2. The 285, it would be Riley Helgensen for Crookston and Tim Wells for Barnesville, and Tim Wells would win via pin. And the Wells-Helgensen match, I think, was the only one in Duel 2 to advance beyond Period 2. With the win, Tim Wells with the pin over Helgensen would tie it at 42, and due to the 3 opens for Crookston and 0 opens for Barnesville, Barnesville would win via forfeits for Crookston, so they get the tiebreaker in the 42-42 tie, and Barnesville wins the duel number 2 over Crookston, 42-42 via forfeit tiebreakers. We move ahead into duel number 3, and this one would feature the DGF Rebels and the Barnesville Trojans. And the first match would go to DGF's Caleb Cosin. He would win via pin over Chase Hauk in the 106 match to give DGF a 6-0 lead. Gabe Schmitz at 113 and Sam Schmitz at 120 would both pick up victories via open slots for Barnesville to push the DGF lead to 12-0 and 18-0. We advance to match number 4, and it'd be Jacob Lubke winning 13-0 over Quincy Morey in 3 periods to give DGF a 22-0 lead. We'd move ahead to match 5 in the 132 weight class, and Barnesville would get on the board as Aiden Hauk would get an 8-0 victory in 3 periods over TJ Fuller for the DGF Rebels, and it would be 22-3 in favor of DGF after the 5th match. We'd move ahead into the 138 weight class, and Austin Lenhart would pick up a pin over Asher O'Brien to give the Rebels a 28-3 lead. Moving into match number 7. And in match number 7 at 145, it was Will Rotz for Barnesville taking on Camden Mustachia for DGF, and Mustachia would pick up a pin over Will Rotz to give the Rebels a 34-3 lead. We'd move ahead to match number 8, and at 152 is Hunter Biley taking on Roy Rude, and Roy Rude would get a pin, I believe it was in the 3rd period, to extend the DGF lead to 40-3, moving into match number 9. And that would be the 160 weight class, where Barnesville's Cameron Halverson would get a win via pin over Joey Arens, and that would cut the lead down from 40-3 to 40-9 in favor of DGF. Moving into the 10th match at 170, it was Thomas Tureen in a really good battle with Austin Pender. He would win via pin to push the DGF lead up to 46-9. Move ahead to the 11th match, Cole Juland for DGF would get a win via an open spot for Barnesville to extend the DGF lead up to 52-9. Moving into match number 12 at the 195 weight class, it was Jordan Summers in a good matchup with Johnny Robidoux, and Jordan Summers would win via pin and pick up his 100th victory and extend the DGF lead to 58-9. Moving into match number 13, which is at 220, Bryce Fisher and Jordan Kroll would square off, and it was another good matchup. Bryce Fisher, after trailing, and matter of fact, he had no points after the first 2 periods, and then he just took over in the 3rd period and defeated Jordan Kroll via pin, 64-9, the score at that point in favor of the DGF Rebels. And then we move into the final match at 285. Tim Wells picks up the victory via an open spot for DGF, and that brings us to our final score of 64-15 in favor of the DGF Rebels in duel number 3. So once again, DGF wins the triangular, 45-29 over the Crookston Pirates and 64-15 over the Barnesville Trojans. Barnesville Trojans come in second in today's triangular with a 42-42 win via forfeit tiebreakers over Crookston and a 64-15 loss to the DGF Rebels. And the Crookston Pirates come in third in today's triangular with a 42-42 loss via forfeit tiebreakers to Barnesville and a 45-29 loss to the DGF Rebels. And that will wrap up your post-match report. We thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget, if you're looking for more sports, if you want more, we got 2 more games on for you here. We have on the North Dakota side, we have the Kindred Vikings taking on the Central Cass Squirrels. And we also have on the Minnesota side, the Perham Yellow Jackets taking on the Bemidji Lumberjackets. Both of those are boys basketball games. They are live right now, 7:42. I would guess that both of them are early in the first half. And so tune in to one of those two. If you're asking me which one I would tune into, I'd probably tune into the Kindred Central Cass one. Like I said, that is a rivalry, and it's been a rivalry for decades. Doesn't matter what the win-loss record is there. That one should be a fun one to watch. So if you're looking for my preference, I say Kindred Central Cass. But if you're more of a Minnesota fan, then tune into Perham and Bemidji. They're both live right now on Magnitude Sports. For Jesse and Holly for helping me out on a couple questions throughout the match. I was here solo tonight, so I did everything. I didn't have too much to do on camera, but controlled all the stats and the scoring on your scoreboard there. So thank you so much for tuning in. Your final scores one more time. The DGF Rebels, 45-29 victors over the Crookston Pirates in Duel 1. The Barnesville Trojans win on a 42-42 tiebreaker via forfeits over Crookston. And the DGF Rebels take care of business with the Barnesville Trojans, 64-15 in Duel number 3. DGF goes 2-0, Barnesville 1-1, Crookston 0-2. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. And don't forget, 2 more basketball games in progress right now on Magnitude Sports. Tune into one of those, and we'll talk to you again soon. Have a great night.
Seating has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.